Right now, I'm going to talk about how to hold the conscious of love, unconditional love. When you wake up in the morning, ask yourself, ask your higher self to help overflow with unconditional love. Um, you can ask any number of angelic beings. You can look, there's endless research about it. But the main thing is just to ask to be filled, to be overflowing with unconditional love. Now, sometimes this may not work right away, but if you believe it and you want it, most of the time it will. And sometimes it just don't happen. Sometimes you're not at a high enough vibration to be at unconditional love all the time. And how I get there is by getting myself in a little better mood. And as the day goes on, sometimes I can't hold a 5D vibration with unconditional love all day. Um, but whenever I feel like I can, I always get myself back to that point. I always come back and ask to be filled overflowing with unconditional love. I always try to treat every situation with unconditional love. And as you do that, as you work on this, you'll notice the more time you spend with unconditional love, the more time you'll spend away from everything else, and it'll just start falling together. Eventually, you'll be able to live like this if that's what you choose to do. Um, I guess the most important thing is that this is what you want. If you want to live your life to the highest level, and you want to treat everyone with unconditional love, and you want to live at a higher level of self accomplishment, you're making the world a better place. If you have kids, you're making the world better tomorrow. The world is like a pond. When you throw a stone in that pond, ripples go all the way out to the edge, and then they come all the way back. It's the same thing with unconditional love. It's the same thing with this unconditional love mentality towards everyone else. You treat people this way, and you will get treated like that back. See, one of my biggest situations is I treat every situation with unconditional love, but I find myself realizing that it's for myself. It's kind of like an ignorance. Um, I'll ignore something and then come out with something in a better mood. If somebody's in a bad mood, I will ignore that situation and keep myself in a good unconditional love state. And um, if they're having a problem and I show them kindness, well, then next thing I know, they're showing me kindness. Whereas if I would have had a problem with them at that point, then they would really have a problem with me, even though they were the ones coming off at me wrong. And this is the same for you. Even though the people are coming off at you wrong, at that point, you're still going to be the bad person in the end because you're supposed to um, step in and stop that. If the whole world worked off unconditional love and this was currency of the day, then there would be no wars. Everybody would have enough. There would be no problems. Alright, that's enough for this video, I guess. Any questions, ask, please subscribe.